I'm in flow, greatest story told. Watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Smith rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith throwing again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Calvin Austin, 78 yards. yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Myers for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Calvin Austin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are once again back in front. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Geno now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
In motion right is Austin. Here's Purdy. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Smith. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Niners at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right. It's caught at the 10.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll run with Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have yet again retaken the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
Trap 60, trap 60.
In motion right is Austin. Purdy will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
26, Seahawks 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No ball, no ball. 13 there. Catch left, catch left. Hey, we go.
Here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to... Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Walker has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. To the air again, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this one is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Now Purdy.
He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Calvin Austin.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They're going to keep it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The final shot here before break. Smith. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49er.
Taking words and bringing them to life. At I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Smith. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. This now a 3rd and 4. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now back to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Calvin Austin, 64 yards. And the Niners had 6 to their lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Seahawks, 37. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Gino's going to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Look, I know that all eyes and all credit should be on the guys that brought the ball back a long way, but I'm just wondering about the guys covering and their special teams coach. They've got to be looking at each other and saying, at what point are we going to find a way to stop these guys?
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They'll send Austin in motion right.
Purdy on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Gino. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Gino down to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Throwing now is Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Throwing here, Purdy.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action here. Purdy eluding the pressure right. Across the formation, he hits Austin. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go, set. 69.
Purdy looking to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Austin. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Purdy. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Check 58.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Quez Watkins, 44 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Purdy. And he's got it. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Calvin Austin from 4 yards out. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Here's first and goal.
Sunday.
Walker. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now second down and a few inches. Again, Walker. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it here. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now Purdy. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Smith to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Purdy. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Austin. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st down. Here's Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One last throw here for Smith. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the 49ers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
solo, big car.